Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back for another video. So in this one, let's take a look at this screenshot first over here. So I was scrolling the other day on Stack Overflow or somewhere, and I came across this collection view here, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So that's what we're going to take a look at today, is how to build out this collection view with an image, a label, and a little bit of cell padding and spacing between. And yeah, it's a little bit more in-depth than the video I just put out. So let's hop right into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is hop into Xcode, and we're going to create a new Xcode project, and it's going to be a single view application, and we'll call it something like hamburger collection, something like that. Create that, and let me actually expand this window quick. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hop into our storyboard, and we're going to embed this view controller in a navigation controller, like that. And that'll just give us the navigation bar at the top. So let's actually type in burgers as the title. Alright, so now we want to drag in a collection view into our scene here. So we'll span it the full width of the frame, like that. And let's click on the cell, and we'll give it the identifier, and we'll call it, let's just say cell with a capital C. And now over here we're going to right click and add a new file, and it's going to be a Cocoa Touch class, and it's going to be a subclass of UICollectionView cell, and we'll just call it collectionView cell, and we'll create that. Alright, so back in the storyboard, we're going to click on the cell, and we're going to set the class to that collectionView cell. And now let's actually expand this cell a little bit. Alright, so let's see what the width is. So it's about 180 by 200, so anything around there would be alright. So let's actually drag in an image view now. And we'll scale it down. And now we'll also drag in a label. And we'll just give it some width. And then we'll just center that text like that. Alright, so now let's actually connect these image view and label. So open the assistant editor and make sure we're in the cell class, not the view controller. And we'll control drag from our image view, and we'll call it hamburger image view. And then we'll drag from the label, and we'll call it hamburger label. Alright, so now let's close the assistant editor, and I believe that's everything here for right now. So let's actually go into the view controller, and the first thing we want to do is we want to add UICollectionView delegate and UICollectionView data source, like that. And actually, one more thing in our storyboard is we just need to create the outlet for our collection view, since it's not in a collection view controller. So open the assistant editor, and this time inside the view controller, let's control drag from our collection view, and we'll just call it collection view. Alright, so let's go back into the view controller, and let's actually start implementing a few things. So the first one we want to do is create our arrays for our label and our images. So let burgers equals, and inside of here we're just going to hold our array for our burger names. So I'm going to speed this up as I type. So now we have our array for our labels labels, and also I typed out the array for our images. So it's just an array that holds a UI image, and here are the image names, so Big Mac, Whopper, etc. So now actually we're going to go to our assets folder, and I have a folder here that holds all the images, so I'm just going to drag that in. And as you can see here, there is called Baconator Big Mac Cheeseburger. I'm going to rename this one right here. Alright, so let's call this one just Big Mac like that. Now let's go back into the view controller, and we need to do a few more things here to actually get the collection view working. It's not too many more, but so the first one is number of items in section. We just want to return burgers.count. Alright, so the next method we need is cell for item at index path, and make sure you click the UICollectionView cell method. So inside here we're actually going to configure the cell to load inside the collection view. So let's say let's cell equal collection view dot dq reusable cell with identifier, and the string is cell, and the index path is just index path, and it's going to be of type collection view cell because we created that custom cell over here. And then that'll give us access to our image view and label that we hooked up earlier. So cell dot hamburger label dot text is equal to burgers index path dot item, and then similarly we need cell dot hamburger image view dot image is equal to burger images index path dot item, and then we just need to return the cell. Alright, so let's actually run the application and see what it looks like. Okay, so we actually forgot two important things. In the view to load, we just need to set the delegate and data source of the collection view like this, and just set that equal to self. So then when we rerun the program, so far it's looking like this, so not too bad. If we take a look at the image that we're trying to accomplish, it's looking pretty close. So let's take a look at a few different things here just so we can get a little bit closer to what we were trying to accomplish. So let's actually go back into the storyboard, and let's click on the collection view cell, and let's just set the background to this group table view background color, and then click on the cell and set the background of that to white. And then let's actually go back into our view controller, and we're actually going to start adding little space and padding to the cells. So we'll just add into the view to load for the sake of the tutorial. So we can say something like variable layout is equal to self.collectionView collection view as UI collection view flow layout. Then we can say layout.section inset is equal to UI edge insets make, and let's just say 0, 5, 0, and 5. And essentially what this is it just we'll create a little bit of spacing or an inset for the cell. So next we need layout dot minimum interim item spacing. We'll set that equal to 5. I think by default it's 10 or something like that, but basically what minimum interim spacing is what the minimum amount of space between the cells is. So we'll say 5, and we'll see how that looks. We might need to change it. But then next is layout dot item size is equal to CG size, and we use this one right here. So the width is going to be open close brackets self dot collection view dot frame dot size dot width and minus 20. And we'll divide that whole number by 2. So essentially what this is doing is the width of the collection view is going to be the whole entire frame minus 20 pixels or points, and then divide that by 2. And the division by 2 is, that'll be how many cells we get in each row. So we'll get 2 for this. So if you'd want to make 3 in each row, you just put this number 3. If you want 5, you get the idea, etc. So for height, we want to do something pretty similar. We'll just say self.collectionView.frame dot size dot height, and we'll divide this by 3. Now when we run it, let's see what happens. Okay, and sorry, the reason it crashed here is we need self.collectionView.collectionViewLayout. So now let's rerun it. Okay, so now it's getting pretty close to what we want. If you see here, the 5 that we put for this right here is the inset right here, and we set 0 on the top, and yeah, so that's about it. If we want to get this up here so it starts more like this, I'll show you how to do that. Let's hop into the storyboard, and let's actually click on the collection view and go over here and just add the header size to, let's say 10 should work. And we'll do actually one more thing. In the self, let's see here. In the self for item at index method, we're just going to set the cell.layer.border color is equal to UIColor, and let's just light gray .cg color, I believe we need, and cell.layer.border width, and that is equal to, let's say, 0.5. So we'll run the application one more time. Alright, so if you can see here, we have some space between the collection view cell and the navigation bar at the top, which is good. And now we also have a slight outline to each cell. And I guess if we want, for the sake of the tutorial, if we want to be particular, we can just do a few more things. I'll try to be quick, but the next one is did select item at. And in here we can do a few things. So we'll say let cell equal collection view dot cell for item, and then index path, and then we can say cell dot layer dot border color is equal to UI color dot gray dot CG color, and then cell dot layer dot border width is equal to 2. And now we need to just do one more method, and it is did deselect item at. So when we click off of the cell, we need to do something. So let's just copy this right here. So we'll just use that same variable, and we can say, well, actually we can just copy all of this and paste it, and we just want to go back to what we originally had here. So 0.5 and light gray. Alright, we'll run it for the final time. Alright, so as you can see now, when you click on each cell, it gives it a nice outline so you can see which cell you clicked on, and when you click on another one, it takes away that border. Alright, there you go guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.